Previously on the MPP,
The AFC, Josh Allen, no 17.
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Yeah,
Try Mahomes. It has to be right.
we could have got it on the first try. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
we could have got our first try.
could have got it first try. That would have been
Oh, there
wild.
you go. That's a Weddle. We got two quick ones. I think one we had four picks last week and had to find out the video for it, but um, good stuff. Easy
Good stuff.
stuff.
Wow. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast, and this is episode number 72. I didn't look. It was a 72?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool. Felt confident with 72. I was hoping with 72. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Um, Hopefully, did we have a mini episode this week? We did, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
no,
did the
I didn't post a TikTok for it though. I'm just posting next week because it was about Super Bowl.
Super
So,
Bowl. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we did our Super Bowl predictions. They're up on YouTube. If you're watching it here on YouTube, then you can go check it out. But if you wait till TikTok, it's gonna
Be
be
out
over there.
next Thursday,
Yeah.
maybe. Just
Thank you to
before.
everyone who viewed our latest TikTok video. What are we at? You have the
We were
numbers?
last time I saw we're at like 5,600, so
Nice.
solid for
Yeah.
our post back
Yeah.
because we were temporarily was it restricted from
Restricted.
posting.
I
I
was gonna
think
say
it's because
banned, but
they added a new music policy, so some of our videos did get muted. Not too many, but some of them. And I think that's probably why we were temporarily restricted. So from here on out, probably no music on the videos. I mean, you can't really hear it anyways. I turn it down, not all the way, but
just for
just
to get those
enough.
clicks, you know?
Yeah, just for people who like search up the song or click on the song when they look at a different video with the song,
Yeah.
our video would pop up. But um, I mean, I didn't post a sound on the last one. I did really well. So
I don't know. Changing the game now. But yeah, we got a lot to get into this episode. Noah, start us off. What are your headlines for this week?
yeah, so big one, one of, if not the greatest head coach of all time in the NFL. Some people would say he's probably the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
Uh, he had one of the best, if not the best, quarterback of all time for his team for a long time. Bill Belichick. He did not get a head coaching position for next year. He will be sitting out unless he goes to college, which I doubt he'll go sign with a college team. But he is done for next year. Take a nice little year off, no vacation, have a good time maybe. But the main reason that has been going around to why he didn't get a head coaching job is because he wanted too much control over the team.
Hmm.
So in the last contract with the New England Patriots, I'm pretty sure he had like full control over draft and head coach, and he could just make other decisions, personnel decisions for the Patriots. And I think that's what he wanted again was total control over football operations. And I don't think any team was really willing to give him that. Um, so he wasn't able to land a job. But that was pretty much the big news for him there. So maybe we'll see him if there's a mid-season firing come in, take over, or just next year, because someone's like getting fired every year. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have for that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably best. People are saying, did you hear like the rumor that people want well, it's not rumor, but just, what people say. They want him to go to Michigan.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
He wants to go to Michigan, and supposedly I heard about this at work. Supposedly Tom Brady still has 1 year of eligibility left in college, so they want to reunite at Michigan.
Well, I think when you play, I don't think you go back for the same sport. You can go back for a different sport.
Oh, Kenny.
Yeah, I don't think you can go back and play. Like if I went to college, I played baseball, got drafted into the MLB. I couldn't go back to MLB, but I can go back to football.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. That's what Russell Wilson did, I think. I don't know if he went pro, but I don't know if he went minors or what. But I know he was drafted and he went back to school. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let us know if it's not. But didn't they already sign someone, Michigan, for head coach?
Yeah, it was their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, so they're keeping it in house there. And from one legend to another, we got LeBron James news. Pretty crazy uh, news going around. Just yesterday, it started the rumors that Lakers were looking to potentially trade LeBron James. And I mean, today, his agent Rich Paul came out and said LeBron's not looking to be traded, but he didn't say the Lakers aren't looking to trade LeBron. So
Hmm.
now rumors could be true. LeBron does have a no trade clause, I'm pretty sure, so he can veto anywhere they potentially could send him. He does have some say where he could go if they do come to him and say they have a package for him. But a couple teams that were being said that could go all in for him are the 76ers. Pair him with Joel Embiid. Probably have to get rid of Tobias Harris and maybe Maxi. I'm not completely sure who they would have to add in that, but a couple first round picks. I know he's on his last year of his contract, so they probably wouldn't have to give up that much to get him over there because it's a 1 year rental basically.
Yeah.
Um, the other one was the Golden State Warriors, of course, always looking to add a big name over there with Steph, Clay, and Draymond. I don't know. They had to give a Kaminga and a big contract like Wiggins because I
Probably.
know that they have to match salaries now, and
Mm.
LeBron's making 51 million. So something like that. And the Heat were also a big team name going around. But I think the best position for him to go would probably be OKC. OKC has the draft picks. They have the young players. They have the salary cap for him there. It's just I don't think know if they have the amount of money to send the Lakers to match the contract.
Yeah.
But those are just some rumors going around yesterday and today that were pretty fun, pretty interesting ideas.
Fun, you say fun.
Yeah, I mean you don't really see a big name like LeBron trades going around. I think the last
Yeah,
one was probably what Carmelo Anthony was a big trade when he went from Denver to New York.
that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say James Harden. No, just kidding.
Yeah, but
Kevin Durant.
that was a little later on in the career. Yeah, Durant was a big one last year. I guess Kyrie a couple times
But
now,
like
but
nothing like in season. Like everything happens like off season, basically.
yeah.
This this would be crazy. In season at the trade deadline, so I don't think so.
And then another trade that happened, but in the MLB this time,
Yeah.
Corbin Burns, one of the best pitchers in the league right now, goes to one of the best teams and up and coming teams
Yeah.
in the league with the Baltimore Orioles. And surprisingly, they didn't have to give too much for him. Uh, Infielder Joey Ortiz, the shortstop, which Orioles have been drafting great, so they don't really need him at shortstop. They have Jackson Holliday, and they also have a shortstop right now, and Gunnar Henderson, who can play short, third, second, wherever, infield guys. And then also a left-handed pitcher, DL Hall, who pretty nasty, pretty nasty. He'll probably end up being a reliever in
Yeah.
the MLB, but nasty reliever. He has a chance to potentially be a starter, but we'll see. He might end up being a long reliever, potentially closer with his stuff. And also the 34th pick in the draft, which is a compensation pick, which are the only picks you can trade in the MLB. You can't trade your own picks in the MLB.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that was just two guys in the 34th pick, and boom, they got a starter,
Yeah.
which they needed last year pretty much,
They
but
definitely
they
need
got it this year.
yeah, they definitely need pitching. This is probably their first like big move. I guess that's been like a knock on the Orioles. They've just been keeping it in-house. They also just sold the team too, so I guess this is their big first big move since the being sold, I would think, right?
Yeah, I don't think they haven't signed anyone huge, at least I can think of. But yeah, trade wise, definitely. I know, like you said, a lot of criticism because they do have a lot of great young talent over there, and there's just not enough room for everyone. So might as well go and get that star to add to the team, especially in the
Yeah,
rotation, which they needed.
I guess they don't. The GM of the Orioles has never signed a multi-year free agent. That's
Yeah, and I
why.
guess they don't need to now. So
Yeah, I guess
um,
not. But
now they don't. But yeah, they were kind of a surprise last year with the how quickly they rose. A lot of people thought they would be good, but not as good as they were, finishing first in the AL East. And now they have a chance to run it back to back 100-win seasons, maybe, and make
yeah,
it farther than they did in the playoffs this past year.
not they're not going to be a one and done.
Yeah, not the first round, and they're done.
Yeah. Um, those are your headlines for this week. My headlines this week, you got a little bit NBA, got the All-Star game coming up, and we already have to say who got snubbed from the All-Star team. It's kind of crazy, there's limited spots. Can't really choose them all, but maybe some people should have got in more than others. I'll run through the starters and the reserves for the Eastern Conference. We got Halliburton, Damian Lillard, which people didn't want. Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Joel Embiid, which probably Embiid's probably going to get replaced. Bam Adebayo, Banchero, Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey, and Julius Randle is for the Eastern Conference there. Western Conference, we got Luka Doncic, Shea Gilgeous, LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Nikola Jokic for the starters. Reserves, we got Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi, and Carl Anthony Towns. Noah, do you
Nice.
know who the biggest snubs were?
Definitely Kobe White, go Bulls. Um,
Zach LaVine.
no, not Zach LaVine. Didn't even play half the year so far. I wouldn't say DeMar either. But, no, I don't. I don't really know. Did you say Jalen Brunson?
Yeah,
He's a
Jalen
reserve,
Brunson.
right? I know they
He,
want him to be a starter.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah, that
what.
was, I guess you could say, a snub for the starters.
Yeah, I think
Um,
for the Western, I like the starters. This is like the first year that Curry wasn't a starter. He's coming off the bench. It's wild, getting old, getting up there.
yeah, like he's had a little bit of a up and down at some points, but he still
Yeah,
had a good has had a good year so far, scoring
but you
scoring
can't.
wise.
It's hard to go against Shea Gilgeous and Luca. It's
Great
putting
years so far.
yeah, putting up big numbers this year. Biggest nubs, I guess you could say De'Aaron Fox. He's averaging 27.2 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1.6 steals. Um, you could say Rudy Gobert got snubbed just because he's like the best defensive player in the league. Sabonis got snubbed. He's
Yep,
nearly
so it's
averaging a triple double, almost 20
going
points,
crazy.
13 rebounds, 8 assists per game, shooting 62% from the field. You can also say James Harden. Once he got traded to the Clippers, he kind of really turned it on. So,
Yeah, I don't think he played
uh,
enough.
yeah, he's shooting at 41% from the field. And Jamal Murray, another snub. Laurie Markkinen, Alperine, Sagoon, and Derek White is another one. Scotty Barnes,
Yeah,
Trey
I feel Scotty
Young.
Barnes has better numbers than a couple guys in the
Yeah,
East.
Scotty Barnes is averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 blocks per game.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good year. I think was kind of overshadowed by Siakam for a while, but
Yep.
he's doing good over there in Toronto.
Yep. Trey Young, Porzingis, Jared Allen,
Trey Young
Miles
was another
Turner.
one.
Some of the snubs there, but it's getting harder and harder um to pick players for the All-Star game. There's not enough spots.
I
But
think a lot of it too is these younger guys coming in. A lot of them are
yep,
really good, and then you have some of these older guys who are still really good but are getting in because of how long they've been in the league. Fans love them. They have a part in the vote. So
Yeah. Also a trade in the NBA before the trade deadline. This next week, we got Steven Adams going to shit. Who's Oladipo? Victor
it
Oladipo?
was the Rockets, I think.
Rockets, yeah. Dude, this guy's been on 4 teams in 2 years. Uh, Big trade there. Steven Adam for Victor Oladipo and 3 second rounders.
Yeah, I believe it was to free up some space because Adams is signed for a couple years still, and
Yeah,
Oladipo's a free agent after this year. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. Little quick trade update there. And then also too, it's kind of got brought to my attention that there's a lot of NBA players that are on the verge of not being all NBA eligible and being eligible for MVP awards or sixth man of the year awards. People already are close to the number of games that they can miss for the season. The number is 66 out of 82 games. And players are already ineligible already in the season before the halfway mark. Kyrie is ineligible. Bradley Beal, LaMelo Ball, John Moran, of course. Jimmy Butler is pretty close to. He only has a couple of games left. Porzingis has a couple of games. Halliburton is really close. He may be he's having a good season, so I don't know what he would probably be all NBA team.
Yeah, All NBA Most Improved type thing, maybe.
Yeah. Embiid just got injured with a torn meniscus, not confirmed, I don't think, but he only has like 3 games left.
Yeah, he's missed a lot already, so it's not looking
Yeah.
good for Embiid.
Adebayo, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, even. It's like, man, do you think 66 is too much? Looking at just seeing how it is for the first year, or it is what it
Well,
is?
what is it? It's out of 82. What's 66 out of 82? It's like what, 80% of the
Like
games?
16
Like,
games, yeah.
so I don't know. It's not, I don't feel like it's that much of a,
That tough.
like, I mean, I can see injury wise, like if you're injured, like I understand,
If you have like
and
a 3 month injury or something, 2 month injury, I don't know.
like, yeah, like if you have that long of an injury anyways, should you really be up for this types of awards in the first place? That's the real question.
It's true. Yeah, I mean it just goes back to load management. The Sixers got fined 75,000 or something like that for placing Embiid on the injury list 15 minutes before the game. So,
Yeah.
and that was also versus the Nuggets. So of course they wanted that prime time matchup.
And I think maybe there should be a little lenient on that because obviously these players are going to want to play for their awards. And obviously he went out there trying to play and he couldn't. It's because his knee, and he went the very next game, like you said, he got hurt again. So
Yeah,
um, that there's going to be a fine line to try to figure this out because 80% of the games, like that's 66. So you want to see star players play 80% of the games at the minimum. Like it's
yeah.
tough. They're going to be a line. Maybe they drop it down to 60, maybe 60 out of 82. That's still 22 games.
So
I
yeah,
don't know what it was before, so
I don't think there was a limit.
no, there had to be some sort of
50,
limit. Maybe it was a
55.
minutes
I don't know.
limit. I don't know, but there was something before. There had to be, but maybe there's some leniency that can go into this. But I think if you miss more than 80% of the games, anyways, do you really deserve to be up for the award compared to someone
Yeah,
who played 80 of 82 games and has the same stats as you, and you missed 20 games?
that's true. Yeah. It's just you would think that people could actually make it past the halfway mark, maybe be You got
Yeah,
a little bit more than half.
yeah, that is true. But that's kind of what
It's
happens with
fine.
every new rule. There's always going to be um, arguments against it,
Yeah.
arguments for it. Like I don't think it's that bad. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it would be
Gonna
nice if
be
Embiid could win the MVP, but he also missed 12 games in the first half of the year. Like
yeah. It's gonna be real interesting. All NBA teams, huh? This year it's gonna be like some first timers out there.
that's the only thing if you get hurt and you lose out on money because of it. But
I think Halliburton gets like 40 million if he makes it.
yeah, exactly. That's the only tough part is when like you're actually injured, you don't miss just to rest, and you're gonna lose money because you can't get to the
Yeah.
first team. But hey, just don't get hurt.
Hey, don't
Just
fall
just
down.
just tape the ankle up a little extra every
Just
game.
don't drive the lane. Just keep chucking it.
Yeah, just don't
Don't
don't do
play
step backs, potentially roll the ankle.
don't don't dribble
Just
all.
don't jump.
Yeah. And then finally my last headline, big news out of Formula 1. Noah, Formula 1.
F1.
Louis Hamilton. Louis Hamilton is leaving Mercedes.
Big
Not,
news.
not this year, 2025. He's
Big
still going to
news.
race for Mercedes this year and will join Ferrari in 2025. There's I guess a long known fact that once a driver starts getting old, they want to drive for Ferrari and then retire because Ferrari's like Ferrari,
That's
like
what people probably
prestigious and number
yeah,
one back in the
grew,
day. So
grew up watching Ferrari, rooting for Ferrari.
exactly. It's like old players getting signed for a minimum. I don't know.
Yeah, to their favorite team.
Yeah, but with Mercedes, Louis Hamilton has had 197 podiums, and he has won six of his seven titles, world champion titles at Mercedes. So he's been there for I think 13 years. So he's a legend with Mercedes. So we'll see what happens at Ferrari. He's going to join Charles Leclerc and replacing Carlos Sainz.
Nice, nice. I did watch F1 in Vegas when they were there.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
was
watched them go around once or twice from
good for
Hell's
you.
Kitchen. Yeah,
Was it loud?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was really. They were just there and they were gone. They waited
Yeah.
another
Zoom.
how much time, and there they go again. Oh, that was cool. All right.
All right. Time to pack it up and let's get back.
Yeah, I mean, if all the people paid the money, I guess it was worth it. Yeah.
I guess so. Um, but yeah, those are it for our headlines this week. Quick one. You want to play Weddle? You want to play
Yeah,
Portal?
we'll do Weddle and Podal today. We're
Okay.
not going to have any picks because we need to figure out what we're going to do with the picks after football. But um, Super Bowl next week, we'll have picks for the Super Bowl next week.
All right, Weddle. You want
All
to
right.
do? We had what? Patrick Mahomes last week.
That was.
I think so.
I don't remember. Should we start with the Super Bowl teams? One of the Super Bowl teams, like Debo or something?
Let's go. Yeah. Is Debo taller than Ayuk? Trying to think of like
Probably not. I feel like Ayuk's probably taller.
a guy Ayuk.
Yeah, sure, go Ayuk.
Ayuk. Oh,
Probably about the same height, actually.
probably yeah. AFC, not a wide receiver, older than 25. Maybe like a tight end, right?
Yeah, either a tight end or a QB. AFC. Why don't we do like
Travis
20,
Kelsey.
25? Yeah, it'd be a huge age gap. Let's do it. Why not? And number gap. All right, so QB.
Wow.
What are we thinking? How old is Josh Allen?
Is he like 6'1", 6'2"? Hey, man, I saw him today.
He
This
might
guy
be
is
taller.
huge.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like
probably
six
taller.
three, 6'4", maybe.
Tua? No, what number's
yeah.
Tua? No, Tua's number's too low.
Oh yeah, no. Uh, Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson, Russell Wilson, Justin,
Flacco? No, I'll go. It's too old.
uh,
Ryan Tannehill? Nice, too old. He's probably 30, older than 34.
he's around 26, so that's what, a couple years in the league, 3 years in the league.
Probably more. Probably like 5 or 6, depending on when they got drafted, how old they were.
Baker Mayfield, is he 30?
What if it's just Henry? Derrick
Jared
Henry.
Goff.
What if it's just Derrick Henry?
Oh yeah, it could be a running back too, huh?
See, he's a tall running back.
You want to go? Let's go Derrick Henry.
He's a running back. So not west or south. So we got north.
AFC
How
North,
old is Joe Mixon? What number is Joe Mixon?
23, 21. He's in the 20s.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what number.
29,
24 maybe?
28, 28.
28? Yeah, want to try Joe?
Yeah. Is he? I feel like he's old. Oh,
Joe
nice.
Mixon. Easy
Wow.
money.
You carried on that one. I couldn't think of anyone.
I'm just a genius. I don't know what else to say.